What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 25, and today we are returning with our first South Wales derby in the Premier League era in the save, as they take on Swansea at home at the Cardiff City Stadium, and also Bournemouth away. Before we play against Stoke, shout out Cardiff for me getting off camera. And of course, in the last episode, the season opener, you saw our 1-1 draw against Newcastle United to kick the campaign off. I then played 9 games, count them, 9 off camera, and the run has been pretty decent to start the season off. Now, we began with a 1-1 draw at home to Everton. We were tasting defeat, actually, and they're about to taste defeat, I should say, after Sandro put the Toffees in front with 11 minutes to go. I made a change, went to a 4-4-2, and Josh Cotterill, I discussed it in the season opener, the 18-year-old academy graduate will be our backup striker this year, and he scored his first Premier League goal with a howler, really, from Alfie Mawson and Jordan Pickford. Lack of communication, Cotterill pounced and made it 1-1. Following that, our first win this season, 2-1 away at Molineux against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Came fine to win this game. First, Gibbs White put Wolves in front after Onana spilled a free kick, but Maria responded 10 minutes after the restart to make it 1-1, and then Jason got his second goal of the campaign and the game winner with 17 minutes to go, and what a goal it was as well. Fantastic solo run from our Spanish wing wizard, and then with a weaker left foot, bends one into the top corner. Oh, Jason, we love you so much. Following that, our first loss of the season, 3-0 at home to Arsenal. Suso, Edouard, and Milinkovic-Savic got the goals in this game as we were brushed aside by the Gunners, and following that, a 3-0 victory at home to Chesterfield in the Carabao Cup second round. Nasser Chadli and Samir Kadiri made their debuts in this game. They both signed for us, we discussed in the season opener, and Chadli bagged a brace in this game and also scored from the spot as well. We barely ever get penalties given to us in the save, but Chadli scored that one as we won by 3-0. Then on the weekend, a 2-0 victory against Brighton away from home. Sessegnon scoring our first goal, which was interesting because it seemed like he sort of like put the ball in with his penis. The cross came in, he just seemed to like just run into it in the mid-drift, and well, fair enough. Ball's a steal, perhaps he turned it in there, and 1-0, and then Jason scored again his third goal of the campaign with 2 minutes to go. I love the way Jason hits the ball as well. Like, you see the goals he scores, he hits them with such a clean strike. That was a lovely strike there as he made it 2-0, and we won the game by 2-0 to get the 3 points. Following that, a goalless draw at home to Fulham. We don't have many of those in the save, but the noteworthy part of that game was that Goncalves got a serious injury and is currently still out. But after that, another big win for us. So 4 games undefeated on the bounce. 1-0 at home to Liverpool. A big scalp against Jurgen Klopp's side, who of course won the title last year. Ryan Sessegnon scoring the only goal of the game as we got the 3 points. But after that, knocked out the Carabao Cup third round by Manchester City away. You might notice in the Cup, since the save began, we always seem to get drawn against the big teams. City away this season in the Carabao Cup third round, lost by 2-1. Sane and Lozano scored their goals, and Murphy scored our consolation. And the final game off camera was a 3-1 victory away against Huddersfield Town, where Jason is our top scorer this year, scored once again, his 4th of the season, made it 1-0. Maria got his 2nd and 3rd goals of the season as well in this game, scoring in the 50th minute, and then later on in the game, the 88th minute, wrapped the points up with a wonderful little goal. The first touch to beat his man was great, and then the finish, just lovely little technique with the outside of the right boot, strokes into the bottom corner. Lovely stuff from our Wonder Kids. So, after the win, as you can see right now in the Premier League, we have played 8 games in this season. We've got 4 wins on the board so far and already 50 points picked up, sitting in 7th place. And the start of the season's been very similar to how we started off last season, really. If you remember last season, we had a really, really good beginning to the campaign, and this is this season it's showing, isn't it? That's not... Yeah, okay, fair enough. We can't show last season's past positions. Basically, last season, we started off around this sort of stage. You know, we were sort of in the in the top 7 to the top 8 in the first few games. Or was that last season? Hang on. No, it's not. It's this season, of course. But so yeah, last season we started off with this sort of form. We were around like 4th to 8th place in the first half of the season. It's been the same this year as well. It's been a really, really good beginning for Cardiff. Obviously, a long way to go, don't get me wrong, but either way, it's been a good start, and long may it continue. Also, as this season as well, our defence has really picked it up. Only 7 goals conceded in our first 8 games. Very impressive for a side, our leaky defence, as we know. And already, Onana has picked up 3 clean sheets already. And speaking of Andre Onana, if you don't follow me on Twitter, @DocLanders, you would not know this, but on Andre has signed a contract extension and the transfer saga is over. Obviously, we rejected a bid from Sporting after the transfer window had slammed shut, so we decided we were going to keep him here until January, and then he requested to be removed from the transfer list after all the interest dropped. I said, fine, you've come back to me with your tail between your legs, I'll keep you here. I offered him a contract extension. As you can see, he signed a new 60 grand a week deal, 5-year contract, so 3 years more than he had in his current deal. And yeah, Onana stays, no minimum fee release clause this time either, so our number one is staying. And he threw his toys out the pram, but he's a young kid, he's made a mistake. I mean, it's not, it's not like he defied my direct order to be substituted in a cup final or whatever. No, he just wanted a transfer, so that's not as bad. And yeah, Onana stays, and there you go. So that's basically all I wanted to show you. So let's dive into the first game on today's episode. I suppose if you are interested in the Khedira and Chadli contracts, I can quickly show you that as well. Sami Khedira signs on a 1-year deal, 19 grand a week, very cheap indeed. And also Chadli came in as well, and he's currently injured right now. His deal is also a 1-year contract, 34 grand a week as well. So first game of today's episode is indeed Swansea here at home in our first South Wales derby in the Premier League era. Of course, don't forget we faced them in Season 1 in the FA Cup and they knocked us out after a replay. So we're looking for revenge here, and our first win against the Swans in the save. So this is our team for the game, 4-1-2-3. We've got Onana in goal, about for Davis against one of his former clubs and the club he graduated from the academy from. Metham, who stepped into the first team and done well. Maguire and Ajapong, with the midfield trio being Camarasa, Ward, Prowse and McKennie. On the wing, Sessegnon and Jason, and up top, Paleo Maria. On the bench, Moreira, Keane, Patterson, McTominay, Rules, Murphy and Cotterill as well. First game, it's Swansea. Let's get the win. Come on, you Bluebirds. The first highlight, 4 minutes in, coming to the Swans. Right now, just one win to start the season off as Ben Davies wins it back and finds Ryan Sessegnon. And now as Ward-Prowse receives the ball, he'll crossfield out wide towards Jason. And our number 15 beats one, plays it back towards Ajapong. And claw crosses, Maria is there, and Angus Gunn makes the save, and Smith gets it away. Good stop. Good start for Cardiff this does. Victor Camarasa is on the ball, and now Metham finds McKennie. As Weston plays it back towards Harry Maguire. Now Jason takes over and drives forward down the right-hand side. Great cross to Sessegnon, and there's the breakthrough. Jason, only his second assist to start the season off, but a lovely cross. And our wing wizards link up for our first goal. It's 1-0, and Sessegnon fires in front with his third of the campaign. Jason down the right-hand side, beats his man for pace. The cross is lovely for a crowd of white bodies, and Sessegnon at the far post fires it home at the near post. 1-0, Cardiff in front. 2 minutes to go in the first half as we're still currently leading by a goal as Ajapong finds McKennie out wide towards Jason. And as Jason plays it into James Ward-Prowse, he's been disappointed to start the season off. No goals or assists so far, but he might have one here as Sessegnon finds Jason, but instead Sessegnon repays Jason as we go 2 goals up. Great finish, and it's his 5th of the year for our top scorer. Jason's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat, and when he saw Cardiff, he said, I fancy that. He didn't sign for Swansea or City because he's bright. He signed for Cardiff City, so we'll play him down the right. Oh, Jason's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat. Second half begins, 5 minutes after the restart. Sessegnon having a great game, steps inside and gets his second goal today. And there is the first assist for James Ward-Prowse this season as Ryan pops it into the bottom corner. 4th goal of the year. Now, there is interest in Ryan Sessegnon from Chelsea. And if he does want to leave, I'm not going to keep him here against his will, but he does still have 2 years on his contract, so I'd like to see him stay, and I'm tempted to give him a contract extension in January or perhaps December before the transfer window opens and try and tie him down to a longer deal. Of course, last season he had a majestic season. This year he started off well, already 4 goals this year. 3-0 to Cardiff as Ward-Prowse spends one just off target. We've played great today. It's been a great performance. So I'm not sure I want Ward-Prowse on free kicks either. I tend to let my players decide for themselves who takes the set pieces, but I'd rather Jason take them really, as we've still got 90 minutes to go in the game. As Ajapong nods on to Maria. Can we get a 4th goal? As Paleo finds Vic Camarasa. And now Weston McKennie takes over, finding his feet a bit this season after a poor first year for us last year. As Ajapong down the right-hand side will cross the centre. Maria heads on and puts it just off target. I'd love to see Paleo get another goal. Only 3 goals to start off with for the kid. I want another one for him. So just about to end the game, and just to show you me and Onana are on very good terms, I'm going to take him off, and he's not going to defy my instructions or my orders. He's going to come off straight away. There you go. Good show of professionalism there from Onana, as Moreira comes on for his first Premier League game with 2 minutes to go in the derby. Brilliant. 3-0 the final score though. Very, very good win that one, and a good display from us. And our first victory over Swansea in the save as well. Lovely stuff. And speaking of Onana, that's now 4 clean sheets for our Cameroonian number 1 in the past 5 games. And like I mentioned a moment ago there, last season, of course, our defense was terrible. Well, to be fair, it wasn't just last season, it was the first 3 years our defense was terrible. But this year, we've really stepped it up. 9 games in, we've only conceded 7 goals so far. And again, Onana is justifying his contract as well. I've also been put back into his favoured personnel as well after he took me out after the transfer saga. And I'm glad he's staying. Like, don't get me wrong, we could have sold him 30 million, got a new goalkeeper in January, but I'd rather have Onana here. I like him a lot. He does make mistakes every now and then, but he's normally a very good goalkeeper. And we now got an international break as well, so a long way to go before our next game against Bournemouth in 2 weeks' time. But before we get to that, Callum Paterson is going to join Celtic in January. Of course, Paterson was out of contract this summer coming. And I did discuss it last season with the signing of Ajapong. He's lost his place in the first team for the right back role because Ajapong is the far better player. And I wasn't going to give him a new contract. He's not really developed since he's been here, and that's such a shame. He's got some really nice stats: 17 determination, 14 work rate, not too bad either, 15 leadership, and physically the guy's really good. He's quick and he's strong as well. But he never really developed, so I was fine letting him go. I wasn't going to give him a new contract. We'll get 3.7 million for it as well. And Patterson's going to go to Celtic when January comes around, and we'll look for a new backup right back when the transfer window opens. So, second and final game of today's episode, Bournemouth away from home, as we look to make it 6 games undefeated in the Premier League in a row. And right now, as you can see, still lining up in our 4-1-2-3. No change to our lineup on the back of that win against Swansea, and thus this will be our team for the game. So, Onana stays in goal. Same back for Davis Metham, who's I've got to say, he's been really impressing since stepping in for Michael Keane, despite the red arrows. Harry Maguire and Ajapong as well. The midfield trio is Camarasa, Ward-Prowse and McKennie, with Sessegnon and Jason on the wings, with player Maria up top today. On the bench, Moreira, Keane, Patterson, McTominay, Rules, Murphy, and Cotterill. I played in the under-23s game. Rules, well, we'd have to keep them on there. Rules, Murphy, and Cotterill. So, second game, it's Bournemouth away. Let's get another win. Come on, you Bluebirds. Wow, nothing to report in the first half. Absolutely nothing. That'll do it for 45 minutes. Wow, that was quick, because there was nothing going on whatsoever. I'm going to say to the boys, I'm far from pleased with what I just saw from the team. Right now we're in good form, so we expect better performances, really. And we'll go straight out there in the second half and hopefully try and get some chances. Nothing going on yet. Here we go, straight away. James Ward-Prowse corner, whips one in, headed away, but Maguire heads it back in, and it will drop to our new captain. Oh, who fires just over the bar. That's more like it, though, much better. Another highlight directly afterwards, though. Game lining up now as Cook down the right-hand side of space to cross. In it goes. And Capone has a free volley and puts in. It went over Morelos' head. And I thought the far post was going to be cleared by Ajapong. Instead, Capone goes in and makes it 1-0. First highlight for the Cherries, and it results in a goal. Cook floats into the centre. It goes over the former Rangers man head. And why is Ajapong running away from Capone? He went the wrong direction. Capone fires home. Bournemouth in front. The match engine on FM, I know it gets better year after year, and I do like that a lot, but it still does need a little bit of work, doesn't it? Sometimes you watch the players just do some bizarre things out there, seriously. As we still trail by 1, as we try and get back on level terms here. Jason sends over the top from Maria to chase. Spaniards link up. Maria down the right-hand side, crosses. Sessegnon crosses himself. Ward-Prowse head a block. Jason! He's done it again. Future Cardiff captain and number 15. He wears a magic hat because he's fucking magic. Sessegnon down left-hand side crosses. Ward-Prowse nods it on. Great little flick there by James Ward-Prowse for his second assist in 2 games. And Jason fires it in at the near post. 1-1, 28 minutes to go. Can someone win this game? I'm going to take off McKennie for McTominay now. He's on a booking. And Sessegnon's not played too well at there, and he's tiring as well. So I'm going to bring on Josh Murphy for the final 20 minutes. No change to our tactics as of yet, though. I can see someone win this game. It's totally livened up after a poor first half. Still tied at 1-1. And I can definitely see someone nicking all 3 points here. Grayster to tackle by Sessegnon. Cook plays it back inside. Grayster to Cook. And Lewis Cook finds Jack Cork on the edge. Puts it just wide. 18 minutes to go as Harry Maguire sends it out wide towards Jason. And Jason, I love it when he does this, just picks the ball up and starts driving forward. Good cross. Maria! Oh, Paleo! Lovely first time volley, and Cardiff turn the game on its head and get in front. And what a surprise, the man that's orchestrating it is our wing wizard, Jason. Lovely cross to the far post. And Maria, I think it was a first time left foot volley, hits it into the top corner and makes it 1-1. Oh yeah, that's lovely. That is lovely technique from our Spaniards there. Maria with a goal, 2-1 Cardiff. Bournemouth. Don't want to throw away these 3 points now. In front for the first time in the game, 10 minutes to go. Got to show our discipline here and make sure we keep this 3 points in the bag. Oh, Patagna puts it just wide. We're almost there, 2 minutes to go. Can we hang on to a big 3 points? Cook on the ball for Bournemouth. Steps inside and finds Casey Palmer off the bench. He'll play that wide towards Jethro Williams. And the left back crosses. Oh, and Grezda puts it in and makes it 2-2. Just couldn't see out the 3 points. It was coming, to be fair. Bournemouth had a great chance a few minutes to go. And Grezda fires it home to make it 2-2. I was thinking about signing him from Rangers, actually, last season. Didn't do so. And I wish I did now. Williams with a cross across the ground. At the far post, Grezda goes in and puts Bournemouth back on level terms. Corner for Cardiff, though. Is there more late drama? Ward-Prowse to Josh Murphy. And Murphy... Oh, Chris Metham! Chris Metham! I just discussed him before the game. He stepped into our team and done really well on the other end, but this time showing what he can do when he's in the opposition penalty area. His first ever goal for Cardiff City. And talk about an unlikely game winner. It's Chris Metham. Fires it into the bottom corner. Bournemouth 2, Cardiff 3. And that should do it for the game as well. And there it is, right on cue. Final whistle. Bournemouth 2, Cardiff 3. I thought we'd thrown away 2 points right at death, but instead Chris Metham resurrects us and gives us the 3 points. So passionately, I'll say a very nice victory. Well done. And the boys are really pleased. And Jason, unsurprising, winning man in the match once again for another really, really good display. So 3-2 the final score. That's going to put us up to 5th place in the table as we extend our undefeated run to 6 games as well. And yeah, long may it continue. Right now, we are absolutely killing it this season, and hopefully we'll continue for as long as possible. So that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening, and we will return with the very next episode of games against... Oh, it's a good little doubleheader there, I must say, between Leeds and Manchester United. I think that'll be a great doubleheader there. So let's come back for that. Start of December, Leeds at home, and Manchester United away. So have a great evening, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon. Bye now.